Hey there, Coastal Bend. Good Saturday evening to y'all. It was a hot one out there today, but fortunately, we aren't one of those lucky few to have any of those excessive heat warnings or heat advisories here down in the Coastal Bend. And unfortunately, our radar's a lot drier than it was yesterday. We had all those scattered showers around, dropping several inches of rain in a few places, which definitely we want to get all that we can with those drought conditions that did extend further down. Now we are in excessive drought here in Corpus Christi, and the storms yesterday, that was thanks to this moisture that we had. I pulled this from yesterday morning, and that's this big orange blob here. That's some really moist air, but that's going to kind of scoot out of here going into the rest of the weekend. So tomorrow, this blue color, that's more of this drier air here on this scale. So that I'm going to touch on in just a minute is thanks to some Saharan dust, and you can see here these wind particles kind of coming in southeasterly direction off the Gulf of Mexico. That's a surface high pressure, and that's going to funnel in moisture into our atmosphere, but we're still not going to be quite as humid as we were when we had those orange colors here in the Coastal Bend. So here's that Saharan dust, what it looks like right now. We do have those hazy skies currently over the Coastal Bend, and that plume is expected to stay here until Sunday as well as into Monday evening, and that's going to give us those kind of dirty and muddy looking skies. And then that clears out of here, but by the end of next week, we could see another lighter and smaller plume of Saharan dust. The good thing about this dust, other than the pretty sunsets that we get from it, is that it dries out our air. So it's not going to be as humid, so then our heat index isn't quite as high. So we're going to be looking at 106 feels like tomorrow here in Corpus Christi, and just gradually go up a step or two each day. Now this still is in this dangerous category here, the 106 to 112, but thankfully we're not going to be in that 115 range like we were last weekend when we hit 100-degree air temperatures. But by the time we get to next weekend, that humidity is being replenished from that high pressure. Unfortunately though, we are not expecting any rain. Just a big reverse bullseye over Texas here, not really expecting any rain in the state of Texas, unfortunately, which we all could use the rain, but not looking like that's going to be in the cards for weather this week. Right now, dry out there, a couple clouds, 91, but feels a little bit closer to 100, and you can see some of that Saharan dust out there, and the winds are going to calm down tonight. It's about 20 miles an hour right now, but as those lay down, those calm conditions combine with the moisture in our atmosphere overnight, and that'll lead to some more widespread fog around the Coastal Bend. I don't think it's going to be super duper thick, but in some spots it could get on the thicker side, but that all does clear up really quickly going into mid-morning tomorrow thanks to all the heating that we're going to be doing in the morning hours. Tonight going to get down into the mid-70s here in Corpus Christi, in the lower 70s across 281 in the brush country, and tomorrow afternoon from that drier air y'all are going to get a little bit hotter than us here closer to the coast, going to get to 95 in Corpus Christi tomorrow. So a lot of heat going on the next few days. Temperatures pretty steady for our highs as well as the lows, with our highs for the rest of the week pretty much being 96 or 95, and we do have some of that Saharan dust tomorrow, so not looking forward to that on my end.
Yeah, but today was tolerable. It was low 90s, low humidity. It wasn't as bad as it's been. It wasn't
horrible. No, it wasn't like last weekend. Oh my goodness, that was bad.
All right, thanks so much, Kristen.